We regret to announce the death of the late Iris Marquis, better known as Norton, formerly of Mont Cayenne, Vieux-Fort, who resided in T2 Blanchard for the past 76 years. She passed away at the St. Jude Hospital on Friday, 19th June 2015 at 9:30 a.m. She was 96 years old. She was predeceased by her husband, Norton Marquis. Left to mourn are two daughters, Irene Morchery of Blanchard Deriso, Ramona Griffith, better known as Luces of California. One son, Joseph Magre, better known as Evans Onan of Blanchard. Three stepsons, Norwich Jean-Baptiste of Fonchique, Blanchard, Do Jean-Baptiste of Fonchique, Blanchard, Clifford Jean-Baptiste of Deriso. Her brothers including James Fontenelle, better known as Derek of Mont Cayenne, and his family, Joseph Fontenelle, better known as Digdisha of Mont Cayenne, and his family, Henry Lariche, better known as Ilford Trim of Opicor, and his family, the family of the late John Lariche Trim of Sanssouci, the family of the late Bernard Charles of Pirot, the family of the late Lucien Magloire of Belleville and Dugas Mécoud. His sisters including Magdalena Eiffel, better known as Magde of England and her family, Catherine Thomas, better known as Catherine of Mont Cayenne and her family, Jacinta Boyce of Barbados and her family, Lucy Albert of Opicor and her family, the family of the late Susan Lariche Joseph of Opicor Vieux-Fort, the family of the late Altra Laura of Arundel Hill Castries. 19 granted children including Benedict Mayan, better known as Molina Charles and her family, Lennox Morchery and his family, Marilyn Morchery, better known as Marlin and her family, Michael Morchery and his family, Stephen Morchery, better known as Bibin and his family, Rosemary Morchery and her family, Severin Morchery and his family, Vera Morchery and her family, Wanda Morchery Jean-Baptiste and her family, Dr. Windy Morchery, Samuel Griffith Jr. and his family, David Griffith and his family, Catherine Griffith Hauser and her family. 60 great-grandchildren including Gibson Charles and his family, Alvinus Charles and his family, Dakin Charles and his family, Johan Magloire, better known as Petey and his family, Elia Charles and her family, Molian Charles and her family, Joseph Magloire, better known as Soka and his family, Roger Cluris and his family, Rian Cluris, better known as Tine and his family, Renata Cluris and her family, Netta Magloire, Sanya Cluris, Gavillian Cluris, Eddie Cluris, Mervyn Cluris, Shirley Cluris, Cheryl Fowler, Andrew Mayan, Yardley Mayan, Jean-Marc Morchery, Axel Rezouf, Nicholas Rezouf, Gwynedd Morchery and his family, Elisha Morchery and his family, Vernie Morchery, also known as Tamara, Miranda Morchery, also known as Sadie, Betty Morchery, Lisa Morchery, Jamal Morchery, Rico Went, Ria Steed and their families, Camilo Morchery, Monty Morchery, Mandisa Morchery, also known as Montina, Cindy Delphinis and her family, Cornelius Morchery, Kia Morchery, Dwight Charles and his family, Dwightus Charles, Wendell O'Keelia, Hamadi Morchery, also known as Azizi, Ryan Peter, Grisha Morchery, better known as Ashley, Bidi Morchery, better known as Ashnell, Naya Morchery, better known as Dassel, McNeil Morchery, better known as Darrell, Jasmine Jean-Baptiste, Dania O'Brien, Utinson Joseph, also known as Anne Lazer, who was also her adopted grandchild, Shaquan Jihan Polion. 40 great-great-grandchildren, including Joanna Magloire, also known as Yo-Yo, 6 great-great-great-grandchildren, many godchildren, including Marcel Morchery and his family, Lawrence Janke, better known as Oye, and his family, Griffith Morchery, also known as Gree, Fidelia Morchery, also known as Fefen, Gerald Japol and his family, Esthelin Maffrey and her family, Rufus George and his family. Close friends, Flora, Peter, Lena Hubert, better known as Memorial, Katie Herman and her family, Barbara Joseph and her family, Tornilson Mafra, better known as Matty Wan of Affin Prince, Rosabel Thomas of Saltibus, Stella Walter, the family of the late Odette Moshery, Cobby Moshery and his family, Cynthia Abinjanki and her family, Ramo Sataj and his family of Deriso, Mona McFarlane, Felicia Xavier and family. Her caretakers, Angel Neptune and her family of Briselda Janki, Barbara Augustine of Urge, Vera Jabatis, many nieces and nephews. Also left to mourn are Venus Maximin and her family of Bellevue, Badu Maglaw and her family of Mikud, Rufina Isidore of the United States and her family, the Moshery family of Blasha and Deriso, the McFarlane family of Blasha, Bellevue, Viger and Vieux-Fort, the Thomas families of Blasha, the Isidore families of England, St. Croix and the U.S., the Mark families of Deriso, England, St. Croix and the U.S., the Fontenelle families of Mont Cayenne, the Charles families of Pierrot, the Joseph families of Opicon, the Moffat families of Pierrot and Vieux-Fort, the Martin family of Pierrot and Vieux-Fort, the Lower families of Vieux-Fort, Castries and Pierrot, the St. Catherine families of Pierrot, Tetmon and Vieux-Fort, the Leriche families of Vieux-Fort, the Maximin families of Bellevue, the Seelys family of Bellevue and Mont Cayenne, the Modest families of Mont Cayenne and Bellevue, the Dermy families of Bellevue and Mont Cayenne, the Ambrose families of Mont Cayenne, the Camille families of Mont Cayenne and Pierrot, the Elva families of Bellevue and Mont Cayenne, the James families of Viger and Micoud, the Charmery families of Mont Cayenne, the Ashdale families of Grace, Vieux-Fort, the Jean-Paul families of Mont Cayenne, Vieux-Fort, the Jean-Paul families of Mont Cayenne, Vieux-Fort, the Maglaw families of Pierrot, Vieux-Fort, Bellevue, Aubicon and Montedor, the mothers and fathers group of Blasha, many other relatives and friends in Blasha, Deriso, Bellevue, Mont Cayenne, Tetmon, Pierrot, Aubicon and Vieux-Fort, too numerous to mention. The family wishes to thank the doctors and nurses of the medical ward of St. Jude Hospital for the professional, loving and dedicated care that you provided to Iris during her short stay at the hospital. We are deeply grateful to you. The cortege of the late Iris Marquis, better known as Norton, will leave Lazarus Funeral Home, New York Road, Vieux-Fort, at 12:30 p.m. on Saturday, 4th July 2015, and will go through Mont Cayenne to get to her home in Blasha, where the body will be exposed for viewing from 1 p.m. until 1:45 p.m. The cortege will then proceed to the Deriso Holy Cross Roman Catholic Church, where the body will be exposed for viewing from 2 p.m. The life celebration service will take place at 3 p.m. and then the body will be laid to rest at the Deriso Cemetery. Members of the Blasha La Rose group are asked to attend the funeral service in full uniform. The body now lies at Lazarus Funeral Home, New York Road, Vieux-Fort. May she rest in peace.